information about putting it on Saluda now, and but I wasn't gonna put it on there till I talked to you because I knew the Piedmont Agency on Aging was trying to get the word out too. But y'all working together.
We're working together. Yeah, I reached out to DSS and United Way this year to see if they could help us out, just because the application is completely online this year, so it figured that would really help us with demand. So, yeah, I just found out about this thing. That's why I haven't gotten it to you yet. But, yeah, so anybody that people who are interested can call me, United Way, or Saluda DSS. So, lots of options. Of course, they can also apply online, or a family member could do it for them. They can go on to dss.fc.gov, and then once they get to that website, there's an option to click on Assistance Program. And then once you click on that, there's an option to click on Food and Nutrition Program. And then the next thing that'll come up, you can click on Senior Farmers Market. And if you scroll down the web page, you can find a little option that says Steps to Receive Benefits. And you just click the Here button, and it'll open up the application. You fill it out, you hit Submit, and there's like a little special code that you can write down, and then you're good to go. So it's pretty easy. But like I said, if somebody needs help or they're unsure, they can definitely reach out, and we will be glad to help.
Well, Miss Becky, thank you so much for doing this for our seniors.
Well, no problem. We are here to help. Our agency, we work in 4 different counties, including Saluda, and we do Meals on Wheels. We have a group dining site on West Butler Avenue. That's for seniors to come in and eat and have activities, and it's for active seniors. And then we also have transportation, like taking people to the doctor or the grocery store. Again, this is all for seniors. So we're trying to get the word out, and we also want to help seniors as much as we can. So this is just another way that we can help. So that we enjoy it.
Well, listen, I hope it's successful, and we're going to be putting a post up about this. Also, we'll put a link up to DSS
Awesome.
website too, and way to get in touch with them if you need to get in touch with somebody locally to help you get these vouchers.
Awesome.
And listen, Miss Becky, we'll be back in touch, and you call me anytime you got something going on.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I enjoyed getting to be on the show.
Thank you so much, and we'll be back after this commercial break. You're watching Tiger Talk Tuesday live from Mix. Call in 864-980-7768.
When it comes tax time, look no further than H&R Block, 304th North Main, Saluda. They make sure you get all the deductions you need to save money. When it comes tax time, trust the professionals at H&R Block. Call them 864-445-2958 and like them on Facebook.
JRA Exterminating, the most trusted name in pest extermination. Remember, folks, whether it's cockroaches or piss ants, call Justin Anderson at JRA Exterminating today at 803-532-1122 or at www.jraexterminating.com.
Migs of Saluda, serving tasty dishes, appetizers, fresh salads, hot out of the oven fresh subs, chicken, steak, and seafood, and the best Italian dishes and beats around. Visit them today, 216 Greenwood Highway. For a drive-through or pickup, call ahead, 864-445-9990. At Motor Coach Paint and Body, we put quality first. Whether it's your vehicle, RV, boat, or aircraft, we can handle it all. Leave it to us to take care of your insurance claim, or you can pay us right out of your pocket. So call BR Britt Reams today, 864-445-7747, and like us on Facebook. Newberry County Memorial Hospital, your hospital. Our mission is to provide exceptional care with a personal touch. Newberry Hospital is engaged in the passionate pursuit of optimal care, treatment, and convenience. Our goal is to always be the first choice for your quality health care needs. No one handles care better. NewberryHospital.org. There's only one thing faster than a Stuart Young offense. YourNorthland.com. With internet, cable, TV, and phone beginning at $25 a month, you can get out of the slow lane and into the fast lane in no time. So speed it up with YourNorthland.com. Northland Cable, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. Come play the thrill of the hill at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. With the longest hole in South Carolina, you're sure to be challenged. Afterwards, unwind with your friends around the 19th hole in our restaurant. 126 Golf Club Avenue. We welcome to see you at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. For over 50 years, we've been serving our customers by providing reasonable services at prices you can afford. When it comes time to get your car or truck towed in, call us 864-543-2957. We serve 96 and Saluda 24/7. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. Punks PB and Jam. 1150 Batesburg Highway is open to serve you Wednesday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. with breakfast, lunch, and catering. Call ahead for takeout, 864-445-3434. Punks PB and Jam. When you have experienced the loss of a loved one, you can trust the Ramey Funeral Home staff to guide you through the process of honoring their life. At RameyFuneralHome.com, you can find pre-planning information, obituaries, as well as resources for grief and healing. Ramey Funeral Home, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. At Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, caring is a way of life. Our 176-bed nursing facility serves Saluda County since 1968. We offer 24/7 skilled nursing care, and our staff is consistent, compassionate, caring, and knowledgeable. Outpatient rehab therapy services are provided through Physicians Order Services. Call for a free tour, 864-445-2146 or saludanursing.org. The law office of Nancy T. Jordan specializes in family court matters and representing individuals injured in automobile collisions. At the law office of Nancy T. Jordan, you get experienced, compassionate results. When you need legal representation, call 803-785-7879 or email Nancy at nancyjordanlaw.com. The Ridge Baptist Association is 24 member churches sharing the gospel of Christ. We partner together, serve alongside each other, learn from one another, and connect to God. We invite you to come visit us this Sunday in one of our member churches. Ridge Baptist Association, better together.
The Wills Agency, your local nationwide insurance agent, is open to serve you with offices in Aiken, Batesburg, and Saluda. Call for your free quote today for auto, home, life, and business. Let me help you save today. James S. Wills Agency. Nationwide is on your side.
the town of Saluda, working together for the betterment of our municipality. We encourage the Tigers tonight, both on the field and off the field, as they work in the classroom. And we are a proud supporter of Saluda now. Timeless Roofing, over 25 years experience, licensed and insured. Before and after, you can see quality and integrity. Never gets old. TimelessRoofingSC.com. Call for a free quote, 803-687-4184. And tell them Cuz sent you. Come to a Midlands institution, Wiz's Eatery, 110 Church Street, Batesburg, Leesville, where they have mouth-watering burgers, steak and seafood, great salad bar, as well as pizza. Call in tonight, 803-532-1157, or stop by and dine in. Wiz's Eatery. Get back to the good. We know your credit score isn't the whole story, which is why we take a close look at your financial history to get you on the path to a stable future. How can we serve you with loans up to $10,000 approved in 1 hour? Tax services at the end of the year, we can help you with your financial needs. Call 864-445-3770 or visit our website, loansbyworld.com. And we're glad to be back here with you, coming live from Miggs today. And we've had a great show so far. We had Matt Campbell from the South Carolina State Transport Police. He joined us, and we were so glad to have him with us. We also had Brandon Boat back. We hadn't had him in a while. He had had some injuries. But we're glad that he's doing better. We're thankful that he is doing better, and it was just joy to see him back and see him doing so good. Thank you so much, Brandon, for joining us today. And of course, we had Miss Becky Wilson, and we're going to update the information on Facebook on a post on Saluda Now about the Saluda Seniors Farmers Market, and we want you to be part of that. So it's going to be a $25 voucher if you are a senior citizen and you're of age, 55 or older. Come on and apply for it. You won't be turned down. And this is a great thing they've got going on, and we're hoping that you will be a part of it and get some of that good fresh produce, that they have. Not seafood. Don't tell them that. Bulldog Bert's getting you up the wrong trail. But they're going to have some fresh. You'll get $5 vouchers, a total of $25. And listen, you can spread it out through the year, and it will help you. And so to get that fresh produce that they're going to have. But I'm so glad to have with me Carson. Carson, thank you for joining me on Saluda Now.
Pleasure to be here as always.
And of course, we're going to talk about the NFL draft now, round 1, and some of the things we've seen there. I've got the mock draft pulled up here too. I want to look back at it because we talked about the way we thought it may go, and I was just talking to you about if I could go back and your picks last week, and listen, I'm not trying to make you big-headed here, But your picks last week were spot on, Carson.
I listen to a lot of YouTube throughout the day while I'm at work.
I mean, I was sitting there mesmerized. I said, this man needs to be on his own sports talk show. He's that good, folks. And he's right here at Mix, working every day and supporting his family. But at the same time, he keeps up with his sporting pretty good. And because of that, he predicted a lot of these things to happen. And it mesmerized me the way it happened, Carson, as I was sitting there and which I don't know a lot about NFL as much as you do. And I like to get around people that know more about sports because I'm interested in sports. And I enjoyed every minute of it, too. I watched some of the second and third round, too. I didn't get to watch as much as I wanted to, but I stayed up till the 15th pick, which, of course, was Alabama's quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, I heard he's going to be a pretty good pick, is what people saying.
That's what they're saying, but I don't know.
Mhm.
We don't really know. I want to say it was 2006 or 2007. Everybody thought Jamarcus Russell was going to be the next Peyton Manning.
Mm-mm.
He played for like 2 years and never played another snap. Won maybe like 2 or 3 games, I think.
And get this, and this is something I just thought about that I sent to you on your phone. No, I put it on Saluda now. This is only the third time that a quarterback has went 1, 2, and 3. The third time in history. The last time it happened was in 1971. And that's, by the way, the year I was born. That tells you how old that is. And let me get it pulled up.
That was a while
here.
ago.
It's been a while ago. Yes, sir. Let me pull it up here. And by the way, we are monitoring the weather situation. And I believe Saluda is again under a tornado watch. That means that the conditions are susceptible for a tornado to happen. Just be alert. If something were to come up, we'll let you know as soon as we find out. But the last time it happened, the first time it happened was in 1971. Jim Plunkett went first round to the Patriots. Archie Manning went second round to the Saints, and Dan Pastoroni went third round to the Oilers.
I know one of those names.
Wow. Then in 1999, it happened again the second time. Tim Couch from Kentucky, he went first round to the Browns. Donovan McNabb, sure you know that name,
Yep.
Philadelphia Eagle, went second. And is it Akili Smith? Went third to the Bengals.
Well, only one of them was relevant, so.
How about that? And that was Donovan McNabb.
Yep.
And none of the rest of them really made it. And it's going to be interesting to see these three. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Trey Lance.
Yeah, you was sitting here telling me last week when I said Trey Lance would go to the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I didn't even know who that guy was. Well,
Mm-hmm.
he's this guy out of North Dakota State University. He played 1 game last season due to COVID. But he's really, really good. He's going to be a good fit there. He's going to be fine. He's taking Jimmy Garoppolo's job halfway through the season, probably. And
Amazing.
I feel bad for Zach Wilson. He's going to the worst sports market there is in the New York Jets. They're sorry.
Well, let me ask you that. Do you think he'll make a difference up there?
Not right now, he won't.
Mm.
They don't have enough. It's going to take them a while, and they got to be able to keep a coach more than 2 seasons.
do they have any receivers that he could work with? What they got? What's
They
their
don't.
tool?
Not much. They got a bunch of no-name receivers that if you play fantasy football, you wouldn't have anything to do with, even in a 12-man league. The best thing they had was Robbie Anderson, but he's at Carolina now. They don't really have a run game. Now, they did draft someone, I think, that could help them there. Their defense might be able to do a little bit, but I'm not so sure.
I want to look back at the fantasy and compare it to what actually happened. The let's see if I can get first the NFL. Here we go. Just what I want. In this pick, this was Colin and DJ's. Of course, everybody had Trevor Lawrence, and we see on this one, Trevor went first round to Jacksonville. That wasn't no surprise.
No, that wasn't no surprise. He was given the playbook like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
You could have not watched any NFL games and made that pick.
Yeah.
And you were telling me somebody made a bet 20.
It was $29,000. Someone made a bet, and the odds were so high for Trevor to go to Jacksonville. This man only won $50 off of that $29,000.
He just won $50.
Yeah.
Doggone. So, I guess that paid for his gym membership for 1 month.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's what $50 sounds like to me. Let's look at the second pick here. And by the way, these are not your picks.
No.
These are Colin and DJ's picks.
All of those picks right there were before all the trades happened.
Yeah.
And Philly moved back.
Yeah.
And San Francisco moved up and stuff like that.
Okay, we're going to speed the program up because we just got a lightning strike. By the way, the weather is moving into Saluda County. Be alert, folks.
If nothing else, it'll cool it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to cool down in here and everywhere. All right. We see they have here Zach Wilson and to go 7th and Trey Lance. And then we see on the screen Zach went 2nd to the Jets, and then Trey Lance went to San Francisco. Now, what did you think about, we've already heard you about Zach Wilson. What about Trey Lance going to the 49ers?
He's going to take Jimmy Garoppolo's job halfway through the season. He's a perfect fit.
Wow.
He'll be fine. I think between him and Trevor Lawrence, it was Trevor at 1 and Trey Lance is 1A. I think that's how good he is. And I think the way that people look at Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson, that's how we're going to look at Trey Lance in a few years.
Okay. So that's good. I appreciate you sharing that too. So let's see. They're calling for more severe weather possible today. Risk wind and hail. Well, that's just like yesterday.
Yep.
Okay, let's look. Then, of course, they had Jamar Chase. And Jamar, let's see, went 5th.
Yep, he's reunited with Joe Burrow. I don't know why they made that pick. It's not like they needed receivers. They need offensive linemen. They have good receivers in T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. They have a good running back in Joe Mixon. They have Joe Burrow. They need to protect Joe Burrow. So I don't know why they took Jamar Chase there.
Okay. And then we see they had offensive lineman Rashawn Slater going to the Bengals in the 5th pick. And
Rashawn Slater, I think
he went to 13th, and he went to, is it the Buffalo Bills?
No, that's the L.A. Chargers.
L.A. Chargers, okay.
And that to me was probably the best pick of the first round other than a quarterback. Rashawn Slater, he's a good dude. He didn't play last season. He's out of Northwestern. But you could go back through and look at some of his old tape. He just looks awesome. He did not allow a sack, protects the quarterback, and that's what they need there for Justin Herbert.
Okay, and they were right on Jalen Waddle. He went 6 to the Dolphins.
Right. Which is kind of weird to me. I think that if Jamar Chase would have been available, definitely Jamar Chase would have been taken.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of strange to me that they chose to go with an Alabama receiver that basically threw Tua under the bus, saying that Mac Jones was his quarterback, not Tua. I thought that was pretty funny.
Okay, and yeah, I heard him say that too. I wondered about that. Then we see Colin and DJ, of course, had Zach Wilson going to the Detroit Lions in the 7th round, and Justin Fields going 8 to the Carolina Panthers. And as we look down the list, we see first Sewell went to the Detroit Lions?
Yep.
Now who is he?
He was ended up being the first offensive lineman taken in the draft. He kind of rose over Slater later on here, and people wanting him. He's going to be a good dude. He'll start right away, probably be an all-pro.
Okay. And then there he is, just like you said. South Carolina's own J.C. Horn. You predicted that.
I didn't predict him going to the Panthers. I said that maybe they would go defense instead of taking a quarterback, but I was for sure they were going to take a quarterback to learn and sit behind Sam Darnold, because Sam Darnold is definitely not a sure thing. And they ended up trading Teddy Bridgewater away early last week before the draft too. But I did not expect Carolina to take J.C. Horn.
Okay.
But I did expect them to go another year without drafting a Clemson player.
Okay. Then Patrick Surtain, there with the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I was not surprised by that pick. A lot of people were thinking that Denver would go quarterback, and I was under that impression as well until right before the draft Thursday. It came out that Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. So I was like, well, he might go to Denver. So I guess that's what they're banking on.
Okay, and then we see the Smith, and what's his name?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae, and who did he go with?
He got drafted by the Eagles. The Eagles traded up to grab him because everybody was thinking that the Giants was going to get him. So they traded up. They took him. He's reunited with Jalen Hurts. Be good for him. I'm surprised that people took Jalen Waddle over him, considering Jalen Waddle's fresh off of a pretty rough injury.
That's right. And then we see there at the 11th pick, Justin Fields, and he went to Chicago.
Yeah, and
the Bear.
Everybody's thinking that because Chicago traded up to grab Justin Fields that they had the best draft. I don't think Justin Fields is as great as people think he is.
All right. Well, we're going to see, aren't we?
Yeah. Especially in Chicago. They don't know how to run their organization.
Yeah.
Feel bad for the kid almost.
And then we see Michael Parsons went to Dallas, the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think I thought for sure Dallas was going to be the surefire place for J.C. Horn to get drafted to. But I guess they figured whenever he got off the board before them, they went ahead and just took the best defensive player available because that's what they need.
And then, of course, we see, is it Elijah Vera Tucker?
Yes, he's another great offensive lineman. And that's someone that the Jets need to protect Zach Wilson.
He went to the Jets. Okay. So the Jets got two top 20 picks there, and we'll see how that shakes out. And then, of course, Mac Jones going to the Patriots. Now, what do you think about Mac Jones? I've heard today that they thought it would be one of the greatest recruits ever.
See, that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
If he was really that good, he would have beat out Tua. He would have beat out Jalen Hurts. And he would have been the starter all 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's easy to throw to a receiver when you got 15 yards of separation every week, when you got the best offensive line in the nation every week, against people that really probably won't be going to the NFL, but all of your talent on your team is. So I feel like I could have went out there and won a national championship with Alabama this year with me playing quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think Mac Jones is all that great.
Yeah.
He's if you move him around in the pocket more than like 3 foot, he's gonna fall down and possibly lose the ball.
And you know, it's going to be interesting to see how things go too since he's gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for Alabama,
Yes.
oh, they'll be fine. That Bryce Young cat they got, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
And then we see here the 16th pick and Zaven Collins.
Yeah.
Zayden, excuse me.
A lot of people were saying he's the best linebacker in the draft. So 2 years in a row, Cardinals take the best linebacker in the draft in the first round. Kudos to them.
All right. And then we see, of course, Alan Leatherwood went to the Raiders.
Yeah, he was Alabama's best offensive lineman this past year. That's what they need in Las Vegas. A lot of people are criticizing, what's his name? Their coach.
For the Raiders?
Yeah.
Let me look it
Can't
up.
think of his name right off the top of my head, but a lot of people are criticizing him for the way he's drafted. He's drafting just fine.
Now, they're in Las Vegas now, aren't they?
Right. He's drafting just fine. He's going with what his team needs. Give him 2 or 3 more years, they'll be winning the AFC West.
Gary Patterson, TCU coach. That's him, ain't it?
No.
Oh,
He used to do the quarterback guru on.
John Gruden?
Yeah, him. A lot of
Okay.
people are hating on him for the job he's doing. Give him 2 or 3 more years, they'll be winning the AFC West. Beating out Patrick Mahomes all the time is no problem.
And that'd probably be one of the best hires ever been.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. And then we see, which he won't stay there if he's good, he'll go somewhere else. Phillips went to the Miami Dolphins. They got another pick too.
Yeah, around this time is where I started having to do my other show I do on Thursday night, so I wasn't able to pay too much attention.
Yeah.
But then I started paying back attention around 24.
I see that.
Where my former favorite team until last Thursday night, the Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Steelers, took Alabama's running back Najee Harris, which is the perfect fit. Najee Harris was made to be a Steeler.
Mm.
And then I said last week that I would renounce my Steelers fanship if Jacksonville took Trevor and Travis Etienne in the first round. That happened.
It's going to be a great time for Jacksonville, ain't it?
It is. It's fun to be a Jaguars fan right now.
Mm-hmm. And listen, somebody asked me a while ago, said, well, how do you feel about that, Bull Albert? I said, well, you know, I really didn't like Trevor Lawrence as a Clemson player because, you know, he was at Clemson, but now he's gone to Clemson. I really like
And
him.
ain't you thankful that you ain't got to deal with him first game of the season this year?
I agree. And Travis Etienne, either one, are not on the field.
I got bad news for you.
Well, we're not going to get into that right
We ain't
now.
got to talk about that
We got
right
to talk
now.
about nice things.
Well, another nice thing is the Jaguars took a Georgia cornerback in the second round.
And these South Carolina fans are all elated about J.C. Horn, and you should be.
He's not. He wasn't even the best Carolina cornerback
And
drafted, I don't think.
And flipping the young man, I've been bombarded by that went from he flipped from Georgia to South Carolina. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about that. What position does he play?
Bentley position. Because if you give me a Bentley, 9 times out of 10, I'm coming to play for you too.
Huh? True.
You know that'll win you over too. So let me look at flip from. But anyway, we know how that works. That works both ways.
Well, there was a time Jadeveon Clowney flipped from Clemson to Carolina too.
I
They
remember
based his
that.
whole career off of one play.
Yeah. Well, his dad, who had just got to, linebacker Devon Westmoreland announced he has changed his commitment, offensive linebacker, to South Carolina.
They need all the help they can get. That's all I'm going to say.
And I think a lot of it had to do with Horn going number 7.
Probably so.
If you're a young kid and you're watching that,
Oh, they could put talent out.
thanks. So, anyway, two can play that way. So that's all I got to say. But no, you was talking about Davion Clowney. His dad, and listen, I don't know his dad was that good at anything, but I know he had just rehabbed out of jail and was automatically 2.5 years living in a new home up in Rock Hill.
Mm.
And he was the manager of a warehouse up there.
Good for him.
And, so those are cozy deals. We don't want to get into all that.
Yeah, you're right.
But anyway. So, anyway, yeah, two can play at that game. Anyway, so let's look at it. Any other surprises to you there?
I'm surprised that the Packers still did not go with an offensive weapon in the first round. Even after all the beef and trouble that they've been having between them and Aaron Rodgers, because they won't give Aaron Rodgers anything to work with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's upset, because they've been one game away from the Super Bowl for the past 2 years, and they won't help the man out. So they just go and get players on defense where it don't matter, or another quarterback in the first round like they did last year.
Okay.
Sucks to be a Packers fan right now. Hate it for them. Good thing I'm a Jaguars fan.
Yeah. And it's not far to Jacksonville, is it?
No, it's about 4 or 5 hours.
Be a good
Maybe.
trip, would it?
Oh yeah, I was looking at season tickets Thursday night.
Done went up already.
They probably have. I ain't looked at them since.
Yeah.
The price up and down was enough to, maybe not.
I'm just wondering how it's going to go, though.
He'll
I
be
think
fine.
it'll be great.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
If they could get a couple more offensive linemen in there, and their
I'll
defense
be tuned on my TV, and I might go to the Atlanta-Jacksonville game or Carolina-Jacksonville. That'll be a great ticket right there.
Oh yeah.
If it's on Sunday. And, so,
Well, even preachers need a vacation, Bert.
yeah.
You ought to get double vacation.
Well, I actually went to, the time I went to Atlanta Falcons game, it was on a Sunday, but I was in church. The game at 9 o'clock, the game itself wasn't till 1. My cousin picked me up in North Atlanta and drove us down to the stadium. It was pretty neat.
That was at the old stadium.
No, at New Stadium, Stadium B.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Stadium B.
Did they have the Chick-fil-A going on Sunday?
No,
What's the point of having Chick-fil-A in the stadium?
all about the same.
I guess so.
It is. You got to remember how many people's up there.
You're right.
But what I was impressed about, you couldn't pay with cash. It was a cashless zone. You had to have a debit card. And they give you these cups And it's like me. You can refill as many times as you want. Pay $5 for a big cup, get all the drink you want. Food was cheap. Remind me of going to Clemson because the time I went to Clemson for the first time, I told somebody, this food is as cheap as the Master. Because Clemson's food is not as expensive as some of these other restaurants. You know, Carolina's done that too. They brought the price down. That's just a side note.
Yeah.
I like the show. You know, every time you have a timeout, there's a show on the field.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta. Anything pros, I love it. But I like commercials and all that. Listen, anything else you want to say before we leave?
Go Jaguars.
Yeah, I can't wait. Fall's going to be here before you know it. Just about, I think, pro football, college is 100 and, I'm thinking 110 days. Or
Something like that.
15, and because high school football is going to be 100 days away on the 12th of May, next Wednesday, and that's where we'll be next week. We're not coming to you on Tuesday next week. We're going to be coming to you live on Wednesday, right here from Meigs, because it's going to be 100 days away. We're going to have Coach Stuart Young with us and Sheriff Josh Price. So we're looking forward to it. Tiger Talk Tuesday on Wednesday as we're 100 days away from Saluda Strong Thurman Kicking. You don't want to miss that. All right. For Carson Burgess, Jeffrey Jordan in the background. And thank you all for praying for Paul Urkel. A lot of you sent messages today. How's he doing? He had a doctor's appointment today. Hopefully that came out. I hadn't got to talk to him. As soon as I find out an update, I will let you know. But I don't think it's going to be no rec football tonight by the way the radar is looking. Listen, I want you to join me Thursday, May the 6th, National Day of Prayer on Saluda Now, Burton Campbell's Facebook page, as well as Seed Your Heart. I'd love to have you there with me. How's the girls doing today? Oh, did y'all win? Woo! Tell us about it.
I'm Ava Forrest. I'm Ava Fry. Inslee Patterson. I'm Nyla Jordan. Holly McGlohorn. Cameron Campbell. Cameron Campbell. Noah Jordan. Natalie Jordan. We played the Outlaws for the championship game. We were in Irma. Thank you.
Nope.
We're yeah. I think you need to. Have a great day.